Once upon a time, in a sleepy valley surrounded by rolling green hills, there lived a young boy named Elias. He was a shepherd, though barely old enough to tie his own sandals properly. Every day, he would take the village's sheep to a grassy hillside where they could nibble and nap while he watched over them. It was a peaceful job. Too peaceful, if you asked Elias. He had a lively spirit, a head full of daydreams, and a restless kind of energy that didn't sit well with silence. The sheep didn't talk, the clouds didn't race, and the wind only whispered. So up there, alone with his thoughts and the dull bleating of sheep, Elias got bored. Very bored. One afternoon, after tossing pebbles at a tree stump for the 100th time, Elias sighed dramatically and slumped into the grass. Then a mischievous grin crept across his face. He stood up, cupped his hands around his mouth, and shouted toward the village below, "Wolf! A wolf! It's attacking the sheep!" His voice echoed off the hills. Within moments, the quiet village erupted. Farmers dropped their tools. Mothers pulled children indoors. A group of villagers grabbed sticks and spears and ran up the hill, their hearts pounding with fear. They found Elias waving his arms, pointing in different directions, wide-eyed, but there was no wolf, only sheep, chewing grass like nothing had happened. Elias doubled over with laughter. "I got you all," he chuckled. "You should have seen your faces." The villagers didn't laugh. Some scolded him. Others just turned away, shaking their heads. An old woman with kind eyes said, "Boy, stories are for the fire, not the field. You be careful with lies." But Elias just shrugged. It was all in good fun, wasn't it? A few days passed. The sun was hot, and the sheep were lazy. Elias, once again bored to the bone, felt the itch for excitement. He climbed atop a rock and shouted even louder than before. "Wolf! A huge wolf this time. It's got my sheep." Down below, people hesitated, but some remembered their duty. They ran once again up the hill, this time with fewer footsteps, slower breaths, and once again, no wolf. Elias was in tears from laughing. "Oh, come on," he grinned. "Twice fooled, that's on you." But the laughter didn't reach the villagers. A few didn't even speak. They simply turned and walked back. "Next time, we won't come." Elias waved them off. "Next time I'll say to wolves," he joked, to no one in particular. Then came the twilight. The air was cooler than usual. The wind had a strange scent, sharp and earthy. The sheep were restless, ears flicking, eyes wide. Elias sat up, sensing something was different. From the edge of the trees, a low growl sliced through the silence. Then came a shadow, long, lean, and unmistakably hungry. A wolf? No, not one. Two. Elias jumped to his feet, heart hammering, and screamed with every ounce of breath in his lungs. "Wolf, wolves, real wolves. Please, help me." Down in the village, windows were closed, doors were latched. People heard him, but no one came. The boy had cried wolf too many times. He ran through stones, waved sticks, screamed again. The wolves snarled and lunged. Sheep scattered, terrified. By the time the sun rose, the hillside was quiet again, but not in the peaceful way Elias once knew. Several sheep were gone. The rest were trembling, and Elias sat on the grass, alone, his face streaked with tears. Later that morning, a few villagers wandered up, suspicious of yet another tale. But when they saw the tracks, the missing sheep, and the boy's broken expression, they understood. Elias didn't say a word. He didn't need to. He had learned what no one could teach him with warnings or scoldings. A lie may bring a moment's fun, but the truth, once lost, is not so easily found again. From that day on, Elias watched the sheep with quiet eyes and a humble heart. And never again, not even in the loneliest moments, did he raise a false alarm, because now he knew, trust, like sheep, must be tended with care. And once it runs off, it may never return.